Hi, welcome to another video with HeroPC. Today I'm going to take a look at a free alternative to Microsoft Office, and here it is here. It's called OpenOffice. So as you can see, it opens up very quickly, and this is the main kind of menu interface you have. So you can choose from a text document, which is similar to Microsoft Word, or a spreadsheet, which would be similar to Excel, or a presentation, which is similar to PowerPoint. Then we have drawing, which would say is similar to like Windows Paint, probably slightly more advanced than Windows Paint. Then we have the database section, and then we have a formula section. You can create formulas, etc. So I'll just let you take a look at text document. So you can see the interface is very similar to Microsoft Word. You have all the same different kind of options. And a good thing about OpenOffice Writer, which is the official name for text document kind of program for OpenOffice, the good thing is that you can actually save in Microsoft's format. As default, it chooses the OpenOffice kind of format, which is ODT. But like I said, you can change to Microsoft's format, which is .doc, or the newer version is .docx, which you can't do in this, but you can save it to .doc, and this will still be read by the most recent Microsoft Office word process, Microsoft Word, the most recent version of it. We should still be able to read this through, I think, its compatibility option in Microsoft Word. So this allows you still to create kind of Microsoft documents without actually having Microsoft Word, which is good. So you don't have to worry about people not being able to read your documents if you send them to them, because you can save it in the Microsoft format. So let's move on to the next section of OpenOffice, which is spreadsheets. And this is basically OpenOffice's alternative to Excel. So you can see it's very similar layout. You've got your different columns and rows and your cells here. You have your different sheets that you can work from. You have the same kind of options up here. And one main thing I would say about OpenOffice's spreadsheet program, which is called Calc. One thing different about Calc and Excel is that Excel has a Visual Basic Editor, which allows you to do some kind of background processes and create like inbuilt applications into the spreadsheet, and allow you to do further things with the data in the spreadsheet, and it can automate some kind of processes as well with it. So that's the main kind of thing, difference for me between the two programs. But apart from that, there's some very minor differences. As you can see, it's very similar. And OpenOffice's presentation here is supposed to be an alternative to PowerPoint. So just open it up, and it asks you if you want to do an empty presentation or create from a template, which is really what PowerPoint asks you. And you can choose different templates, themes. So once you've created it, we end up with something similar to PowerPoint when you first open it up. You've got a slide here that you can add titles and text, and you have your menu bar here, and you can add shapes. You can add images in. So there's very little difference between PowerPoint and this presentation program in OpenOffice. It's very similar layout, same kind of functions. Just take a look at the next thing in OpenOffice, which is drawing. And like I said before, this is like an alternative to Paint, I would say, from in Windows. And here you can just basically draw some shapes and things like that. I'd say this is probably more useful for maybe making up flowcharts or diagrams, spider diagrams, things like that. So it's a good kind of drawing program. And making up some basic diagrams. The next thing to take a look at is the databases. So this allows you to create a database, and this is similar to Microsoft Access, where you can create up databases. So this kind of interface is probably, I would say, quite different to Access. It's the same kind of tools and options, but I would say the initial layout of it is different from Microsoft Access. You can still do the same things. You can create tables, you can do queries, you can create forms and produce reports. The last thing is a formula. I haven't got a lot of experience in this, but you obviously can create equations and formulas and maybe calculate them. And I think it just allows you to kind of store your formulas and things like that. So this is a quick overlook of OpenOffice. I really recommend this as a good alternative to Microsoft Office because it's free, and as you can see, it's very similar. It's got the same kind of powerful tools that you need for office work, and there's no worrying about licenses or anything like that, because again, like it's free and it's open source. So I hope you enjoyed this short-ish kind of video, and hopefully you know a bit more about OpenOffice, and hopefully you maybe decide to use it one day. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you later in another video. Thanks very much.